everybody, it's Lisa from 2createawebsite.com. That's the number 2, createawebsite.com, all run together. How's it going? I want to talk to you today about a topic that either makes or breaks a website. And that topic is traffic. Now you might say, okay, what do you know about traffic? What are you going to tell me? Well, I know a little bit about it. I've been doing this for about 10 years, and my sites combined get over 10,000 unique visitors per day. So I know a little bit about traffic, but rather than sitting here and talking to you and telling you, okay, the ways to build traffic are submit to the search engines, write a blog, and submit to ezinearticles.com. You know all that. You've probably done all that, but you still can't get over the 50 visitor per day mark or the 100 visitor per day mark. So rather than just going over that, besides, you can find a lot of that information on my site, 2createawebsite.com/traffic, that has all the tools that I've used to build traffic to my sites. But what I want to focus on today is, more importantly, why aren't you getting that traffic? What is the deal? Okay, yeah, you've gotten the 30, 50 visitors per day, but you can't seem to get beyond that. So what are you doing wrong? What can you do to enhance your traffic? Well, there's 3 things I want to talk about. The first thing is content. This is a no-brainer. If you do not have enough content for your site, the search engines are going to ignore you. If you've got a 3-page site and it's not targeted around a certain niche or targeted to a specific group, and you just got content hodgepodge all over the place, then you're going about it the wrong way. You need to have pages and pages of content on your specific topic. And not just any content. Look at your competitors. What are you offering that your competitors are not? If your site is just a carbon copy of the 10 billion sites on your topic, then there's nothing that's going to make your site stand out, and people are just going to come there and say, I've read all this before, this is just like this site or X site over here, and why would I stay here? It's just a regurgitated site of everything I've already read. So it's so important to make your site stand out in your niche. So who are your competitors? What are they doing what are they not doing that you could be doing? Maybe they have a list of 5 things you should do for XYZ. You make a list of 10. Talk about things that they did not talk about. Help people out. Do something different that they aren't doing. So that's so key. I see so many sites from people just copying, somebody else that's already successful. Well, of course they're not going to, get a lot of traffic because people have read it all before. So being unique and building an abundance of useful content is so important. Stand out from the crowd. Number 2, and this is so important, and it probably should have been number 1. Who is your visitor, and how do you communicate with your visitor? It is so imperative that you know who you are targeting. People build sites for themselves. They say, oh, I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to write this without any regards to the type of person that is visiting their site. For example, my site, 2createawebsite.com, my main target were people who were new to creating a website. So because I knew that I was targeting people that were beginners, instantly I knew these were going to be people that had no idea about how much it really costs to build a website. People that maybe even looking for a free website. So that's why I wrote an article on why you should avoid free web hosts. So I also figured that because they're new, they probably would need help getting traffic. So I wrote articles about getting traffic, how to make money. So what I did is I tried to engage myself with my visitor and get inside their heads and say, okay, they're a beginner. What kind of questions, what kind of problems, what kind of concerns will my visitor have, and how can I write to help them? So that's so important. Who are you targeting? Stay-at-home moms, golfers between the ages of 35 through 50, first-time moms, gardeners. Who are you targeting? It's so important because once you know who you are targeting, that will help you engage and it'll help you write so you can connect with them. And last but not least, you've got to build that credibility. Credibility is huge. Think about it. The net is faceless. People put up sites all the time, and they're anonymous. Some people don't even put an email, and they're trying to get you to buy things, and people are coming to their site saying, okay, who is this person? Why should I trust them? Why should I buy from them? You've got to build that credibility and make people trust you. For example, this video, I wanted to put this video on my site because I wanted to show everyone that, hey, you know, this is my site. I am a human. I am not afraid to show my face. I wanted to add some personality to my site so people can actually see who is trying to help them. These are kind of things that help right there. It amazes me how people don't even put their email addresses on their site, or they don't encourage people to email them. That right there alone, when you say, hey, email me, that's saying, look, I'm a person, I want to help you out, you know, I'm not trying to scam you, I'm really interested in your best interest. All these things, the content, knowing who your visitor is, building credibility, all these things help you connect with your audience. Now you might say, what does all this have to do with building traffic? I'll tell you, when you have good content, when you know who you're talking to, when you know how to talk to your visitors, and don't be afraid to buy a book on how to write as well. I mean, if your writing is choppy and you write in long paragraphs and you have trouble writing good content, it's okay to get some help with your writing, because you'll be amazed at how you write makes a difference in how people connect with you and engage on your site. So you might say, so what does this all have to do with traffic? When you have those things, when you have the credibility, when you know who you're talking to, when you have the content, that makes people feel comfortable, and that makes people say, hey, this is a good site. I'll recommend them to my cousin or my friend, or I'll blog about them, or I'll email them to my stumbleupon.com list or whatever. I get a lot of my traffic from social networking sites. So these are sites where people have said, hey, you guys, this is a very useful site on website creation. Go here. Why do I get that? Because I offer content that maybe my competitors don't offer. I know who my visitor is. I'm not afraid to talk directly to them. I'm not afraid to be honest and say, don't do this, or you should do this. And I put videos on my site to actually help, build that credibility, and so people can see who they're talking to. So over time, these small things helps build my traffic. So once Google, MSN, and Yahoo do start bringing me a little bit of traffic, those people that find my site actually stay on my site, and more importantly, they tell their friends, they tell their family members, they tell their blog subscribers about me. And that's all about building traffic. And it's a process. Don't expect to start getting 5,000 visitors in their first month. It takes time. But if you do the things that I just mentioned here, you're gonna be on the right track. So that's a quick and dirty, video about how to start, revving up that traffic and getting beyond those 50 visitors per day or 100 visitors per day. Make sure you check out my site, tocreateawebsite.com/traffic, if you want to read about the traffic section, because I go into further detail about some of the techniques that I used to build traffic to my site. And hopefully it'll help you out. So I'm glad you visited, and if you're watching me on YouTube, you can go to my site. Again, it's tocreateawebsite.com, and if you're already on my site, just click the traffic button over in the left-hand column, and you can find more about building traffic. And thanks for visiting, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.